Your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis.
In for a bit of a roller coaster ride the next few days. Close to 60 tomorrow and windy, then 44 to 48 Thursday, back to 60 Saturday and even Friday. And then Sunday, the bottom really drops out. And the temperatures, the high temperature may actually occur just after midnight. And we'll prepare you for that as best we can. 37 right now in the Parkway, still 41 out in the Shoals. It's 31 degrees in Fort Payne, so a little bit colder. That colder air really locked into those sheltered valleys over there in the northeast corner of the state. You're probably going to see some frost until that wind starts to pick up. The coldest of air is due north of us across the Great Lakes. Look at Kansas City, Lincoln, Nebraska. They're still in the 50s. That's a stronger southerly wind just in advance of this cold front that's producing a little bit of rain from Omaha to Chicago, but you get north of Chicago and that is all snow. And what I talked about earlier today, what we're seeing is a snowpack developing that's not going away up here across the Great Lakes. So as we go down the road, I think we're going to see a warm up the week of Christmas, maybe even looking at 60-degree weather, then maybe mid-60s, but it's beyond that. Once we start getting another change in the air mass, it gets colder again. As we go into January, I think we're going to see even colder air coming in from the north just due to the fact the air is not going to modify. And what I mean by that, if there's no snow there, that cold air moves across the land that's a little bit warmer and it tends to modify. So that's what we'll watch for as we get into January. Of course, we'll typically have a January thaw as well, but hard to believe I'm talking January already, and we're about through the second week of December. It's just been cold, colder than normal here. Here's your wind forecast for tomorrow. The flags will be flying. Keep an eye on those inflatables out there too. And then once the west wind at gusting 20 to 25 is over, the front comes in with a northwest wind gusting to 20 miles an hour during the evening hours. 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, most of us above freezing. There will be some exceptions. I think Fort Payne, you're below freezing now, but I think that wind picks up overnight and you actually start to warm up just a little bit. Some clouds get a little thicker by the noon hour. Latest forecast guidance kind of cools us off a bit, maybe keeps us back in the lower 50s the way it looks now. The west wind starts to kick in, but again, we're going to see more sun than we've had the last few days, and it was certainly nice to see the sun out there today. By 7 o'clock, we got a cold northwest wind kicking in. Morning lows upper 20s, low 30s Thursday morning. A little frost if the wind can die down enough, and then Thursday afternoon, this is 1 o'clock, it's still 42 degrees, but the sun will be out. Rain chances 20%. It's going to be late Saturday into early Sunday along that frontal boundary. That is an Arctic front, so I have adjusted the forecast for the next 10 days. It's looking a little bit colder. May have to run the faucets Sunday night into Monday morning with a low of 21. But that Sunday forecast, I mean, it's going to be nice Friday and Saturday, and then all of a sudden the Arctic blast comes in. It looked a lot worse early on, but we've kind of been dialing it in. The official high may actually go down just after midnight, Saturday night into Sunday morning as it gets colder. By sunset Sunday, it's probably going to be upper 20s, at least freezing. So it's got a cold Sunday.
That swing is wild.
I know. It happens pretty quick this time of year because the cold air, as I mentioned, that snowpacks to the north, that cold air is not too far off.
But as you said, and I know we keep bringing it up, but the sun really does make a difference.
It sure does. And we got to warm up probably the week of Christmas. We'll probably be in the 60s.
All right. Well.